Welcome to Cult Fiction. Tonight we are talking about Wrecking Crew. This is a new movie that's now available on Amazon. Just launched yesterday. Is that right? Just came out
Yep.
yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it stars Batista, Dave Batista, and Jason Momoa as two giant Hawaiian action stars. So who wants to go first?
Well, let's do trivia first.
Trivia first, says Eric, because he's on trivia duty tonight. So here we go. Clue number
Okay.
one.
Clue number one. Roman one.
Roman one.
And then
Like
just
one, the
text
number one?
yeah, just text me. Just text me.
Roman one.
That
That's a
does
good
sound
clue.
familiar
That
immediately,
is a
I
really
admit.
good clue, I gotta say. I gotta say. Good clue. That's making me think. Uh I don't have a guess yet. Okay, well why don't you, since you're trivia man, why don't you start us off with Wrecking Crew?
Okay, Wrecking Crew. It's fun. Super fun. Like I really enjoyed there was probably like three, maybe four different kill scenes where I was like, oh,
So,
oh
spoiler
dang
alert,
it.
if you haven't seen this movie yet, there's going to be hella spoilers. So, just so you know, before we even start,
Yeah,
when
I would
that dude's
say
arm came off,
yes.
yeah, and
The cheese
it's
grater.
graphic.
Yeah.
the
It gets
cheese
gritty,
grater,
Cheese
The
oh,
grater.
cheese
dude,
grater.
Yeah.
gritty.
that
I mean,
was,
even the stab through the chest and then like
and then
shoving the
into the
thing
Uh,
into his
face.
face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then there's one
just
other one that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I was like, oh
I
dang
think
it. But the cheese
the,
grater into the
the
basically
American History X
standing
kiss.
per
yeah,
Yeah.
the counter kiss. Yeah, that
yeah.
was, whew.
Hmm.
Yeah, that the part where he's
Yeah.
just swinging dudes around
Yeah.
and throwing them into door jams and they're growing into the door jams. That was pretty
Uh,
amazing.
yeah, we had to
Those
watch the arm thing twice. We were
yeah,
like,
his,
I
his
was like, oh.
his arm came off and I was like, what? And I look over, Alex is just laughing his ass off.
And
Oh
then when he
man.
like was erasing his head on the street, it was just like grinding it.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, go ahead, go ahead.
So yeah, so there was probably at least three, maybe four, where it was just like that was a very unique way of killing someone. Just when you think you've seen it all,
Right,
right?
right.
Mm.
So great originality on that. It was just a fun action flick. I mean, it was pretty transparent. Like I kind of knew, what was going to
Yeah.
happen, who was going to be the
Right,
real villain, all that
right,
kind
right,
of
of
thing.
course.
So whatever. Um, I don't know, dude. I dug it. Those guys work well together. I hope they do a second one. I really do. I don't know what else to say other than that was fun. I'll probably have things to say as you guys say them that I'll jump on and be like, yes, that was dope.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But
So at the end, I thought it was interesting. At the end, it was a interesting take that they took. He gets the name of the
yes,
guy who killed his mom, and then he burns the note. So it's like, okay, you could go into a sequel with that. You could be like,
that's what I
oh,
thought. But
right.
yeah,
But then you could also be like, he's given up vengeance. You know what I mean? Like
right.
they got enough blood. So if they never do another sequel, it's like it's okay. It ended in a good spot, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was a nice. I thought that was a
It was a
nice.
Yeah,
cautious ending. It was a
right.
cautious
It's like
ending.
it's
Huh.
like when
Right.
at the end of the season, on a Law and Order or one of these procedurals, and the cop gets shot and he's in the
Right, right. Is he going to
he's
pull
in the
through?
surgery room and it's like, well,
Yeah.
if he signs the contract, he lives.
Right.
If he doesn't sign the contract, oh no,
Oh, we
Sergeant
lost
Did
that
Kim.
everything he
guy.
Oh
could.
no, so sad. And so it's kind of like, hey, if this movie, does crazy numbers, they're going after Mama's killer. And if it doesn't,
Absolutely.
it's like, wow, what a nice story that just got wrapped up and they.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to do well. I don't know what the numbers are. You're the
Yeah,
numbers
yeah.
guy,
It's
Eric.
hard to
So,
know.
but after a week, I'm sure we can look and see what it's done. But I just want to say that I was surprised by the quality of direction. So the guy who directed this movie is Angel Manuel Soto. He's the same guy who directed Blue Beetle,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So, but he had some great shots in this movie, I thought. it was really well done. Like the character focus parts were really good. I knew I was gonna like this movie as soon as Jason Momoa, I was IDing his dad, and they pull the sheet back, and you just hear that slow, like slide guitar blues note. It's all boom down, right? And I'm just like, that's so 80s. I'm gonna love this movie, right? It's just there's this like blues track in the background, just like perfect, perfect. But what was even more amazing was like seeing how beautiful Hawaii is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like here's this gritty action movie, but then at the same time, there's these shots of the vegetation and the forests. It's really even with all the buildings everywhere. I didn't realize Hawaii had such a skyline, but it still is a beautiful place to look at. The beaches, they're just coming right up to the downtown. You know, I'm like, wow, that's what an amazing place to live that would be. You
Yeah.
know, so and Dave Bautista, this is something I think Alex will talk about too. He's got some chops, like he's got some acting chops, and he
Mhm.
doesn't get deep into it. This isn't really a movie where you get deep into that, but you can see that he's got some depth to him, right? He's a better actor, I think, than most people would give him credit for. I like the part where he's like, I'm the bear."
Yes.
You don't know me yet, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But I'm the bear. So he was cool, and man, he's in great shape. And how the hell was he floating in the middle of the water? What was that? Like he's like the perfect density to just float in the middle of the pool, and he's just
Gotta-
sitting
Yeah,
there.
gotta control your buoyancy.
he's definitely leaned up a bit. Like he's gotten rid of a bit of his mass and he's
Right,
like leaned up, you
right.
know.
So
Let me do another clue real quick before we get
okay,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah. Clue two, go for it. So we had
Uh
Roman one,
yeah,
then
96 ounces.
96 ounces.
Yes.
Hmm. All right.
Wait a second. Okay, we're texting you. Is that how
Okay. Yes.
we're doing this? Okay. I just
Crazy. I think I'm crazy with my guess. Crazy with my guess.
did I get it?
Juba got it.
Yeah, yeah. What's up? Oh, redemption. I've been getting my ass kicked on this trivia. It's good to finally win one.
The next one is might be the one that starts to give it away. But that's kind of how that's how I do it. It's like I want it to be,
Build the suspense. Building
building
the
suspense and
suspense.
then towards the end I want everybody to get it.
Right. So let's go. Alex, you and I didn't get a long time to talk about the movie. I would really like to hear what you had to say about
Yeah.
it. Hit it.
I mean, yeah, I think probably we're all going to be pretty much in agreement that, this was, a lot of fun because at the end of the day, it's not a movie you're supposed to take very seriously, which really helps it, Because I did think that I was really enjoying it. It did reach a point where I was kind of like, we are getting kind of ridiculous now on the freeway
Right.
overpass action scene, It's not like I thought the
Because they
movie
did
was
kill like
grounded.
100 people there.
Right,
Like 100
right.
people
Yeah.
are dead now.
Yeah,
You
there's
know?
like all these innocent people dead. And
Yeah.
it's
Right.
funny. We watched it with my parents. And I said my dad was like he decided he didn't like it because of all the innocent people who died. And I was
Right.
like, you know what they could have done is they could have had the police chief come up and be like, "Oh, you guys are loose cannons, you're crazy, you're doing all this crazy stuff, and it's only by some miracle that nonsense that happened on the freeway that nobody died, right?" So like give people a pass, right? But yeah, they didn't do that. There was a bunch of innocent people that died.
Yeah. So that-
Like charred up cars and everything. I was like, I remember they were going through them, and I was like, those are all dead. Those people
Yeah.
are dead.
Right.
And the
Like that, they're
shootout
all
on the
dead.
street, like people
Yeah.
getting shot. I'm like, oh, this.
So that was the part where it almost kind of lost me. Like it wasn't, like I said, it's not a movie that I felt was grounded in any sense of realism or anything like that. But that was like just, it escalated too much for me.
Right.
On
Right.
that freeway overpass.
Like you would have
scene.
brought in the National Guard at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that would have been considered a massive terrorist attack
Right.
where 70 people died on the freeway.
Every National Guard member would have been chasing Fat John Cena.
Right.
Because until that scene, it wasn't really a comic book movie yet. You know, at
Yeah.
that point it became a comic book movie. And
Yeah.
then the final scene kind of brought it a little bit down back to, where it was before. But overall, yeah, of course I liked it. And I was telling Jubal, I've always really actually liked Jason Momoa. He's always come off as really charismatic and likable, but I don't recall him ever being in a role where he plays a likable person, Like even when he's like Fishman, he's like being all
Right,
angsty and brooding and shit.
Yeah,
Right.
he's a
He's-
curmudgeon. Yeah.
Right. He's always come off to me like the guy at a party that like, everybody wants to hang out with, the chicks want to screw him, guys want to be his buddy, and he just looks like he can like have a couple of beers with anybody. And maybe I've missed a movie somewhere along the line where he plays this kind of character, but I've never seen him play a character where it's just like kind of funny and likable, And so that was really cool to see him like that, because I think, I've always thought he would be really good in a role like this. And if there was another one that he played somewhere, I just happened to miss it. But they just utilized him perfectly, I think, on this one. They're a really good clash between him and Bautista. Like Jubal was saying, he does have a real acting talent. He came out in Blade Runner, the 2049, wasn't it? He was in that. Did a really good job in that. And I was telling Jubal that, Cabin in the Woods and knock on the cabin in the door.
It's like knock at the cabin or something
like that. That movie is not very good altogether. It's not bad, but it's really entirely grounded on his sort of understated performance, and like he pulled it off. And that was the point where I knew, okay, he can really act. He can really carry a scene and carry a movie, and he is kind of the anchor in this movie. Like Jason Momoa is the scene stealer, for the most part. But you have to have somebody like Bautista who can like anchor the movie and bring it back to reality. He does that very, very well. He plays that sort of quote unquote straight man, even though he has his own one-liners and everything. So yeah, I mean, overall, as long as you don't go into this movie with any expectation of what it isn't, I don't see how you can be disappointed.
Yeah, as long as you don't expect it to be serious, just expect it to be a good time, and you'll have a good time, right? That's the way I look at it.
And it feels like such a throwback to older action movies, where it's just sort of like, let's just make a funny, entertaining action movie with two guys who don't get along for 2/3 of the movie, and then the last third of the movie.
It was almost.
It
was almost like a Tango and Cash.
We've seen this formula before.
Yeah.
And it's deviate from it. And it's like it's kind of nice now to see it where they're like trying to like, dissect everything and trying to, turn everything on its head and subvert your expectations. It's doing precisely what the trailer says it's going to do.
Exactly. It fulfills your expectations. So let's get a clue.
Okay. Next clue, raccoons.
Clue 3 is raccoons.
Oh, God damn it.
So number 1 is Roman 1, and then 96 ounces, and then raccoons.
Like, how the fuck? Really?
I was thinking backward with that first clue. I was going.
Alex got it.
Alex got it. All right. So we're waiting on Bueller. That's all right.
You know what? I don't have it.
That's all right. So what did you think of the movie, sir?
I think so. I think we kind of like touched on a lot of it. We haven't seen this. I'm sorry. We have seen this a million times.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen it recently, though. This format.
Oh, it's definitely a throwback. Eric said Tango and Cash. Yeah,
right.
Good call. Lethal
but
Weapon.
Even the part where, like, when you really meet one of the characters, he's getting attacked by an Asian person. Like, because that's what happened in Tango and Cash, also, if you remember.
Wow.
When you first meet him, he's getting attacked in his home by an Asian person.
Right.
Right. So we've seen this a million times. It's not just Tango and Cash. It's Lethal Weapon. It's any buddy cop movie where the buddy cops don't get along.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The whole difference is it's set in a different setting in Hawaii, and I thought they did a fantastic job casting and everything else to make it like feel authentic to the island.
Yeah, they had Boba Fett in there and everything too.
Dude, I didn't know Boba Fett was so short.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to. You also have to take into account that Momoa and Bautista are both 6'4".
It's fair. That's fair.
Boba Fett did like lose 6 inches of height and gain 40 pounds since the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the way it is.
Well,
So
that being said, though, like it was highly predictable and highly enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because there was no way, spoiler, where you saw Boba Fett and we're like, there's no way this isn't the bad guy,
right,
right? And also having the guy from Office Space as the police chief was hilarious. He was, he was
Stephen Root.
your
Yeah.
token white dude, and that's fine. That was great.
Yeah.
Uh, the special effects were okay. Um, there was nothing about this movie that surprised me. Monica Baccarin was phenomenal. I love this
Gorgeous.
chick. I want to see her more. I really want to see her more. She's just fun, dude.
right.
Every time I've seen her in Deadpool, I told my wife, I'm like, you know what? I really wish that her and Deadpool had a better relationship in Deadpool 3. Because she's such a strong actress, and every time she's on screen, I gravitate towards her. She's
Mhm.
enjoyable. Um, Jason Momoa and Bautista, their chemistry, I never would have placed these guys together, but damn, dude, they did a fantastic job.
I thought
They
do a
work
little
as half
more.
brothers very well.
They do.
Very
Yeah,
well.
they
Yeah.
do. So
I
who
thought they
else?
do a little
Who else
more
was? Sorry, go ahead.
I thought they would do a little more with fat Asian parkour dude, because like that one
Yeah.
scene where he does all the parkour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
Out
say,
of that, and then that was it. It was just like
who else was blown away by fat Peter
Yeah.
Parker's buddy doing parkour? That was
Man.
amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I also felt like he was kind of lost in the movie.
Right,
I
right.
don't feel
Yeah.
like he carried a lot of weight in the
He
movie.
could have. They
Hey,
could have had
hey,
a better
hey.
scene with him in it. You know, like something. He needed it. He needed a scene where he could shine, and he didn't really get it.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. Didn't get it
I
at
feel
all.
like it.
He could like parkour his way through all these like laser trip wires or something.
Something like whatever, you know. But yeah, he was. It's amazing to see that guy with he's put on a little extra weight, but man, he can carry
I
it.
think he's lost a little weight.
So he lost a bunch of weight, and then he put on weight, and then he lost his eyebrows, and then they addressed that in the movie. He's like,
Yeah.
"No, I have alopecia." Like, I don't know if he does or not. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
Yeah.
But
He was awesome.
But he's funny. I feel like his character deserved more. Again, they like we already talked about. They left it open for a sequel if it does well, and if they didn't, they closed it off really well as well. It was fun, man. I'm not. This is. I think Eric summed it up like it's Tango and Cash. I'll watch Tango and
Right.
Cash any day, anytime it's
Yeah.
on.
I'll watch Tango Cash right now.
Tango and
Yeah.
Cash is 48 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. It's cool to see. It's cool to see this kind of buddy cop movie make a comeback. If we got, I think we got one more
Red
clue.
Heat.
Yeah.
I have two, but what we'll do is, I feel like the fifth one, I'll just give it away with the fifth one, kind of. But the fourth one is Lakeside Cabin.
Lakeside Cabin. So Roman 1,
That's not going to do anything for me.
96 ounces, raccoons, Lakeside Cabin. Just go ahead straight into clue number 5.
Dude,
Bare-assed bear.
Bare-assed bear.
I
yeah.
thought it was bald-headed bear.
It was bald-headed bare-assed bear. Yeah.
Yeah, it could. Okay, you could do
Wait,
bald-headed
hold on,
too.
hold on. Did the bear get shot with a shotgun, and that's why it's bald?
Yes.
Yes. You
God.
can't remember the name of the movie.
I can't remember the name of the movie.
What if I
God.
told you? What if I told you it had Dan Aykroyd and John Candy? in
John
it?
Candy, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it happened in the outdoors.
The great outdoors.
Which are great.
Hey, great outdoors. All right.
So obviously, Roman 1 is Dan Aykroyd's the license plate
Yeah.
to his
'Cause I
Mercedes.
remember I heard that and I thought it was like some sort of space
Yeah.
satellite or something. At
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
I knew
96,
I knew I'd heard it, but yeah.
That was a good clue.
96 ounce. I think this is what got Jubal
Yep.
was the size of the steak in the
That's right.
competition.
Oh, I
where John
remember
Candy was eating the steak.
the old 96er.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
The
Yeah.
raccoons, this is where Alex got it,
Right.
was the kind of reoccurring gag throughout the movie with the raccoons. Lakeside Cabin, obviously, it's just, trying to put those together. And then my fifth one was Bear, but yeah, bald-headed bear probably would
Bald-headed,
have been.
bare-ass bear.
You
That's the
know
way
Yeah.
it
what?
goes.
Yeah. No, I remember that. And the steak and the bear.
The
Right.
steak where he's just like,
That was a funny movie. That was a funny movie. The Great Outdoors. If you're in the mood for a
You
John
gotta
Candy
eat the grizzle
comedy,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, all the crap. That was
There's
great.
nothing there but fat and gristle.
So,
Bitch.
if you want to do just a real quick around the table, we could say, what's off the top of your head? You don't have to. You don't have to think too hard about it. But what's your favorite buddy cop movie or your buddy action movie? Just off the top of your head, what do you think? I'm going to go to Eric first. You already said Tango and Cash, so you don't get to use that again.
I mean, Tango and Cash is really up there. If I was gonna go something else, and I've mentioned this on the pod several times. I do still love Red Heat.
I've wanted to go back and watch it for a long time.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I bet it holds up in good ways.
Yeah, I watched it probably about 10 years ago. It still held up pretty well. Because it's not that outlandish. It's about human trafficking and drugs, and so it's like it's whatever. But yeah.
All right, Red Heat.
Yeah.
What do you think, Alex? What do you got?
For me, it's kind of hard to choose between like 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, I love Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is just.
Beverly Hills Cop is a great movie. I just watched that probably 6 months ago. Man, it really
we watched
it
before. I watched it before the new Axel F movie.
Yeah.
It was like, it's still good. It's still
It is a
good.
great movie. It is a great
I
movie.
haven't seen 48 Hours in a while though, so kind of maybe I should go back and watch that. But I love that sort of Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, banging off each other. I thought that always worked.
I bet it holds up. I bet it's still good. What do you think, Bueller?
Well, it depends. Are we going like comedy or drama?
Either one. Whatever you feel like.
Tango and Cash, Eric brought it up. It's always one of my favorites. Dude, when Sylvester Stallone like shoots the tanker and it pours out cocaine, he's like, "Oh my God, it's snowing!" And before he even shoots it, the cop's like, "What do you think you are, Rambo?" And then he pulls the trigger. Like,
right.
I fucking love Tango and Cash. You broke that nose or you broke that jaw. Like, come on, dude. Tango and Cash is phenomenal. But I'm gonna go with the other guys for comedy.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
You know what? I was telling these guys the other day, a couple months ago, I was saying that is a really underrated comedy. Like people don't talk about it enough.
Well, and I was gonna say when we were talking about this movie, like I feel like this movie really pulled from so many other movies, and it was like, and I'm sorry for being vulgar, but it was almost like edging for me because it was so close to being such a good fucking movie, and it never quite got there because it was pulling from every other movie that we've seen over the last 3 decades, so to speak. And we saw fight scenes. We saw the only thing that really pulled it over the top was the gore that we brought up in the very beginning.
Yeah.
The kill scenes were insane. Those were great. Love that. But everything else, like the hallway fight scenes and even the pulling of the grenade towards the end was so foreshadowed. It was like, duh.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was watching every buddy cop movie we've seen.
Like a mixtape. Yeah.
It was like a buddy cop mixtape.
Yeah, mixtape. That's a good way to put it. Great way to put it. But the other guys, as far as buddy cop movies go, was good. Comedy wise, and yeah, I had to Google this, but End of Watch for being a serious movie was heavy.
That was really heavy, but it was really good. Yeah.
And Shane Black had a couple of really good ones with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and then with the Nice Guys, wasn't it? That was the one with
fucking Nice Guys.
Nice Guys was good.
Was great.
Nice Guys.
And is Lethal Weapon technically a buddy cop movie? I mean,
Lethal Weapon is a buddy cop movie. Sure, of course, absolutely. So for mine, I would pick a movie that never really, I think, got the love that it should have gotten because it was meta. It was really meta when it came out. The world wasn't ready for it, and that's Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
That was a
that movie.
that was a great movie. It was funny, but it was really meta, and so people didn't really know how to feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Another one that
Uh,
never really got us due was that Running Scared with Paul Walker.
oh
Remember
yeah,
that
that
one?
was good. That was good.
Yeah,
That movie had a couple of really dark parts to it, though.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
just
it
like,
did.
Gone too
man,
soon. Gone too soon.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure, 100%. All right, that's it. That's our episode today. Oh, Eric's got something to say.
No, I was just gonna say, another one that is like kind of, I feel like gets, if you just want silly comedy. I don't know if you guys ever watched Central Intelligence with The Rock
Oh,
Oh
and Kevin
yeah,
Hart.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That was good. I like that.
It's I mean it's the least serious probably of all. I mean all the ones we've talked about, even the other guys. But I don't know, something about their chemistry and that that was pretty funny too.
You know what? There's one that I would recommend, but it's literally for one joke in the movie. Nothing to Lose, right? With Tim Robbins and I can't even remember who was in it. Who was in it with him?
Martin
Martin
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence. That's right. That's right. It was Martin Lawrence. There's one scene where he like his feet caught on fire and he was like jumping around. It's like he's like jumping and it's all I'm the scat man. Do 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 do. He's like dead. And then he walks into this convenience store. His feet are smoking, and the guy behind the counter looks at him and goes, "You must be really fast."
So
And the rest of the movie is trash.
honorable mentions. Obviously, we forgot about like one of the goats, Bad Boys.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
You can't forget
Yeah.
about that. But one of my favorites, because you brought up, and now my brain is all
Mm.
fucked up. Uh, because of the one that Eric brought up, Last Boy Scout, dude.
Dude, the last
Oh,
one was
yeah.
good. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Wow, yeah.
That's a good point.
I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, Tango,
Yeah,
Tango,
That's a
and
good
Cash,
one.
Tango and Cash, and Last Boy Scout are probably my two
I don't think
favorite
I've seen Tango
buddy
and
cop.
Cash. I don't think I've seen that in 20 years.
So I would watch either one of those
In a
any
minute.
day.
Yeah.
All right.
We got like Rush Hour. We got all kinds
Oh,
of.
Rush Hour.
Rush
Duh.
Hour and Shanghai Noon, obviously, both
Yeah.
great.
Doesn't Tango and Cash have that dude from the 80s with like the jowls, like the
Yes.
big jaws? I forget
Yeah,
his name.
Rocco.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has a
Broke
huge
that, though?
face. Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. All right, anything else, or you want to wrap it up here? Call it done. All right, thanks for joining us,
Wrap
everybody.
it.
We'll see you next week. We're going to be talking about Wonder Man, so make
Wonder
sure
Man.
you tune in for that. Peace out. See you later, everybody.